everyone, my name's HarryAtomic and it's the first video of 2020. So I took a look back through all the videos that I made in 2019 and it turns out I haven't made a pickups video in a while. Now, I have gotten so many games over the last 2 or so months, especially with things like the holidays, and I had a birthday as well at the end of last year. So in this video we're going to take a look through all of the games that I managed to pick up over the last quarter of 2019. So, there's actually so many games sitting around me that I have no idea where to even start, so I'm just going to start with the pile that's closest to me, and that would be the Game Boy. Now, I also managed to pick up an actual new Game Boy as well when I was away at EGX. I did intend on making a video of me being at EGX, however, I screwed up all the footage and it doesn't work, but when I was there as a birthday gift, my friend who I went along with, she picked me up a brand new pink Game Boy. I absolutely love this thing. And now the coolest thing about this Game Boy is that it's completely backlit. No more sitting trying to get the correct angle to try and play the games and all that other stuff. Those days are completely gone. I now get to play with lovely backlit goodness. Oh, so good. So as well as the brand new Game Boy, I also managed to pick up some Game Boy games while I was away. So I got Alleyway. Alleyway is just pretty much a Breakout clone, but I love Breakout and now I get to play it on the go. I also decided to pick up Metroid 2. Now this is a game that loads of people chat about and say is amazing. I have never played it before, but now I can play it in lovely backlit goodness. I also managed to pick up Castlevania Adventure. It's okay. It's got a lot of slowdown. It's not got any of those lovely features that make a Castlevania game, but that's not so bad because I also picked up Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge, which is better than the original in every conceivable way. So if you're gonna pick up a Castlevania Game Boy game, I would definitely recommend Castlevania 2. On the Game Boy, Castlevania 2 is actually good. So sticking on the Nintendo train, I also picked up a lovely stack of NES games as well. So the first NES game I picked up was Shadow Warriors. Now, we call it Shadow Warriors here. Well, we don't actually. We just call it Ninja Gaiden like the rest of the world. But Shadow Warriors was our Ninja Gaiden. I played a small amount of it. I really enjoyed it. I mean, it's pretty much acclaimed as being a fantastic game at this point. So I finally get to play through it on all of its original NES glory. I also picked up Burai Fighter. Now, I have Burai Fighter on the Game Boy, and as far as I'm aware, it's pretty much a scaled down version of the NES game. I absolutely loved Burai Fighter. I have loads of childhood memories of me playing Burai Fighter. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but Burai Fighter is one of those games that I always wanted to get the NES version, and once I saw it, it's not even that expensive. It's just one of those games I didn't really ever come across. So now I've finally got it. I can play it on my TV, and young 6-year-old me would just love the fact that I'm able to play Burai Fighter on the TV. But anyways, so the most expensive game that I've picked up, even of the brand new games, I think I paid more than a brand new game for this, but I picked up DuckTales 2 with the manual. It doesn't have the box, but the guy found the manual when he was selling it to me in a box of manuals and says that I could just take it with me. So I got DuckTales 2. DuckTales 1 is one of those games that just, again, it's critically acclaimed. Everyone loves it. It had a remake and the remake got pulled recently, and ever since then the price of the original has gone up a tiny bit. Nothing serious, but the price of DuckTales 2 has always been more expensive than the first one. I've never played the second one, never even read any reviews on it, but now I get to sit back and hopefully relive some of that DuckTales nostalgic goodness. Now, I am also a lover of TAT on consoles. I buy a lot of rubbish games, hence all this. So I picked up Stealth, ATF. Absolutely don't know what that means. I really hope that this is an alcohol, tobacco and firearms stealth version. I don't even know if they have a stealth ATF division, but Nintendo seemed to think that they did. But yeah, as well as that, we also got Jack Nicklaus Golf, or its full title, which is Jack Nicklaus's Greatest 18 Holes of Major Championship Golf. My goodness, what a title. You only really get one chance at naming your game. You gotta name it something as fantastic as Jack Nicklaus' Greatest Holes of 18 Holes, Major Golf Holes in the world. Don't know if I'll ever play it, either way. Then I also got Home Alone. I don't know if this is the good one or the bad one. Knowing my luck, it's probably the bad one, or both are the bad one. I really don't know. Again, I had a Game Boy game of Home Alone and I loved it, and I'm assuming that the NES version is the same. I think now actually I had Home Alone 1 and I bought the wrong Home Alone, if there ever is a right Home Alone to buy. As well well as that, I also got a game which I can't pronounce called Faxanadu. This thing, back whenever I started collecting, I remember looking through like a list of NES games and being like, I'm going to look up all the NES games and see which ones I like. I'm going to buy a load of NES games. It's going to be great. And I remember seeing this one and for some reason being like pulled in by it. I don't know, maybe it's the old letters. Maybe it's the sandy colour of the label, I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that it says daggers and wing boots, mantras and monsters await you, and then it also says it in what I can only assume is French. Either way, it had enough charm to pull me in, and I finally got it, and I don't know, if it's good or if it's crap, I don't know, but I will definitely be playing this game. I know it's an RPG, I like old RPGs, hopefully it's good. Then I also got Time Lord, which as far as I know has nothing to do with Doctor Who, but it's called Time Lord and it's made by MB, who made toys. And last but not least, I got RoboCop. Now, I had this when I was younger. I remember absolutely loving it. I tried playing it like 2 days ago, and I have no idea how I ever played this when I was younger, but it still brought back a lot of that like nostalgic charm, especially when you get the gun randomly for some reason throughout the level. You don't pick up anything, it's just randomly he remembers that he has a gun in his inventory and you're just allowed to shoot for some reason. But anyways, yeah, I absolutely loved RoboCop. I love RoboCop. I'm glad that I have it back again, and again, this is a big game I'm going to be playing. So let's stick with Nintendo. There's only a small stack of Nintendo things left and then we'll move on. So we'll do DS first. So HarryAtomic, who always picks me up games whenever she's out and about and doing searching around the town and stuff, because I have the best parents, family and friends ever. My mom picked me up Lego Star Wars 2 and the Simpsons game on DS. I will be playing these. Simpsons is just funny. It's always going to be a good laugh. And Lego Star Wars, I think this is actually my favorite Lego game. It's between this and Lego Marvel Avengers, but I loved Lego Star Wars 2. It's probably one of the only Star Wars things that I enjoy, except Pod Racer actually for N64. That was really good as well. And on DS, I also picked up Trauma Center Under the Knife. If anybody likes anything kind of Atlasy or out there or just a bit off the beaten track, you should definitely try Trauma Center. It's like a doctor simulator where you do like operations and stuff on your DS. As I record this video, Tash is downstairs playing this game right now. It is so much fun. I recommend it to anybody. There's a Wii version of this as well. The Wii version is like updated. It's got like extra missions and stuff. The Wii version is excellent. It's really, really cheap. You should pick that up or pick this up if you'd like it being a bit more portable. Plus the DS makes things a wee bit more precise. So either version's good. Anyways, let's get modern. There's too many games. Where do you put things? So we'll move on to the Switch. Between me and Tash, we picked up a lot of Switch games over like the last 2 months. So let's kick off with Luigi's Mansion 3. I've not played this yet. It was a Christmas present from a friend. The same friend that got me the pink Game Boy, actually. So yeah, I have the best friends in the world. Luigi's Mansion 3 is a game I will definitely be playing. I played it at EGX and I loved the demo. I cannot wait to sink my teeth into this. I'm playing through a few other things, wrapping up a few things at the moment, and then I'll be sitting down and giving this like my full undivided attention. As well as that, there's some co-op stuff going on as well, so maybe like me and Tash will play through it. Oh, can't wait. I also picked I threw it away apparently. I also picked up Pokemon Shield whenever it came out. I wanted Pokemon Sword, however the lady at Tesco's couldn't find it and then tried to upsell me a copy of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, which is not really the same thing, but then I wanted the Shield game instead of the Sword game, which she didn't know were the same game, and then sold it to me anyway. But yeah, so that's how I got Pokemon Shield. A lot of people weren't happy about it. Dagsit was a big thing. Game Freak is bad was trending on Twitter. I mean, there's a few things I miss from the old Pokemon games. Like, I don't like how that there isn't really a bad guy anymore. There are just people who are less good. I think the ending of the game seemed a wee bit rushed as far as story goes, but that's not why I'm here, really. I know some people are, and your concerns and your arguments are completely valid if that's the reason why you play Pokemon games. But if you're like me and you just play Pokemon games to sit on the sofa at the end of a hard day and catch some monsters and make them fight each other, then yeah, you're gonna enjoy this game. I really didn't mind that there weren't like a 5,000 Pokemon in it. I didn't really mind that the animations were a bit primitive in some instances. Yeah, it was good fun. I mean, I played about 40 hours of this altogether. I really didn't do anything after I beat the main like end of the game. I just played through the story very slowly and methodically, and I tried to go off the beaten path and explore anytime that I could, and so I got about 40 hours out of it, which I think for like £49 or something, whatever I paid for, £45 for 40 hours of gameplay that I enjoyed. I got my money's worth. So the next game on the list that I picked up was Layton Mystery Journey, which I affectionately call Lady Layton, and she's called Catriel Layton. Apparently it's Layton's daughter, and the name Catriel. Fantastic. So this was a Christmas present that I got from Tash. I absolutely love this game. I love logic games. This is another one of these games. In fact, I think I just play the Switch on the sofa, just like lying there at the end of the day, and like that's, for me, that's like the sweet spot for the Switch. So this game just fits so well. I get to sit back, I get to work on like some puzzles, I get to just download new ones every day and play around with it. I'm like halfway through the story. I think it's halfway through the story, but there's tons on this. It's loads of fun. It's a Switch budget title, so it's not like 50 quid. It's loads of fun. I would pick this up if anybody liked any of the previous Layton games. It has all the charm of the previous Layton games, and yeah, it works so well on the Switch. Next game is a game that I got Tash for Christmas, which was Overcooked and Overcooked 2. We have had so much fun playing this. We're playing the first one, obviously, because it's first. But yeah, Overcooked, if anyone hasn't played it before, it's like a little co-op kitchen game where like somebody has to do the chopping and somebody has to do the cooking, and you gotta take the orders, and oh no, the kitchen's on fire, and what do we do? It's loads of fun. It's one of those games where you will either become the best of friends with someone, or you will never ever speak to that person again, depending on how your play session goes. We have played it with so many different family members. We've played it with each other. We absolutely love playing through this. I would definitely recommend it co-op. I don't even know if it has a single player because I've only ever played it co-op. But yeah, this is great, and it's also a budget Switch title, so it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. You should be able to find it pretty cheap, and it is so good. And the last Switch game that we picked up was a gift that Tash got for Christmas, which was Ring Fit Adventure, actually from the same friend that got us Luigi's Mansion and got us the pink Game Boy. My goodness, my friends are amazing. So Ring Fit is what Wii Fit wishes it was. It's a game where you get like a ring attachment and you like play around, running about some island and like fighting like RPG battles with wee monsters and stuff, and you gotta fight this big muscly dude at the end. He's a big scary looking boy. I'm completely convinced that Wii Fit would have been good if it had this game to go along with it. So the purpose for me of a fitness game shouldn't be to like throw fitness in your face constantly. It should be a game that kind of takes your mind away from the fact that you're doing exercise, and this totally does that. Now, I am not an exercise guy by any stretch of the imagination. I am not an active guy by any stretch of the imagination, but I played this for like half an hour last night and I was completely wrecked at the end of it. I also played the demo in front of a huge line of people at EGX, and I had loads of fun, and both times the sweat was pouring off me. I felt like I really done a proper coordinated workout. As to whether or not this is something that someone should pick up for fun or whether or not they have fitness goals, I think that that's up to the individual, but it is a fantastic game. If you do have fitness goals, I'm pretty confident that this should help you achieve them. If you think it's just like a game that you would like to try, then yeah, I think it's loads of fun. It's probably a bit pricey. I don't know the price of it, but it's probably a bit pricey because it comes with all the attachments. But if there's ever a sale on it, or I'm assuming in the future these things are going to be getting offloaded by a lot of people who bought them and never ever used them, then I would recommend picking up Ring Fit. It is excellent. It's really good, and it is the Wii Fit of this generation, really. So we've been all over Nintendo. I'm looking around me because I'm trying to find... Oh look, there's a Sega game. I also got, finally, the last Wonder Boy game that I don't own. I got Monster Lair Wonder Boy 3. I only ever got a land of this when I was younger, and then I had to start it all over again because I rented it from the video store because apparently I'm a masochist and I like playing bad games twice. So yeah, I picked this up. It's got no manual, but I really don't care. I just love the fact that I have Wonder Boy 3 now in the box. I now have every Wonder Boy game, including the new ones. I absolutely love it. I know on our Discord, which plug, I have a Discord, it's loads of fun. We do Minecraft streams, we hang out all the time, we like play loads of games and we chat, and it's loads of fun, and you should join it. The links are in the description. But yeah, on the Discord I've been chatting to some people who've picked up Wonder Boy even as recently as this week, and everyone that played it absolutely loved it. This is definitely the worst in the series, but it is also in the series. so it's a Wonder Boy game, so I have to pick it up. But yeah, Wonder Boy, it's so good. You should pick up the new one. Definitely don't pick up this one because it's so bad. I've got some stacks just teetering all around me, and I'm like trying to, right, we'll leave that to, oh my god. Oh, this is too, I should organize this before I started. Oh, let's move into Sony territory. I know that this is an Xbox based channel, but for pickups, we pick up all sorts of games around here. So we'll start off with the quickest ones that I've got, which is PSP, Tomb Raider Legends, Burnout Paradise Dominator. Oh, I got that wrong. Yeah, they're pretty good PSP games. I think it was my mum picked these up whenever she was out and about. She has a knack for finding games that I would enjoy. So yeah, I'll play these whenever I'm laying on the sofa, like having a craving for handheld games for sure. The only PS4 game that I picked up, I didn't even pick up, it was Tash picked it up for me, was Ni no Kuni 2. I'm currently playing through the first one. I've tried to play the first one like 4 times, this being the 4th time, and the first 3 times that I played it, I lost my save after like 20 hours, and it's really demoralizing losing your save and having to go back and like start from scratch. So yeah, it's nice to have the second game because that's kind of driving me on to like finish the first one and play the second one. I really can't wait. I love the first one. It's loads of fun. I'll probably finish it in like the next few weeks and then move on to this after playing Luigi's Mansion. But yeah, I'm really happy now that I have the second Ni no Kuni game. Anyone that hasn't played it, it's like a Studio Ghibli-esque RPG, like traditional turn-based slash action RPG timers. I don't know. It's loads of fun. It's great. If you like long story games that are in the style of Studio Ghibli, then this would be right down your street. Next game, PS3. Let's do PS3 because there's a small stack of those, but I'm assuming we'll probably rush through a lot of these PS3 games because a lot of them are like incidental purchases slash my mum got me them. Thank you, mum. So we got F1 2011, some cool racing games. We got Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, the first Modern Warfare, which is not the new one that came out because it's the new one. Yeah, this is probably the last Call of Duty. No, it's not actually. I can't say it anymore because I played Black Ops 2 that time on a video. But yeah, this game's loads of fun. Plus it has an achievement. It's really, really difficult, but not this version because PlayStation has trophies. Then I also got Call of Duty Ghosts, which is another Call of Duty game for the PlayStation. Grand Theft Auto 5, my goodness, how my mum found this in a charity shop for like £1 is completely beyond me. But yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5, it's Grand Theft Auto. Everyone knows about Grand Theft Auto 5. It came out on Game Pass this week, so if you have Game Pass Ultimate, definitely get on, download GTA 5, get online and do them weird loop-de-loop races that everybody seems to like on YouTube. Fast and Furious Showdown, Furious, that's a new one, let's stick with it. Fast and Furious Showdown, Little Big Planet Karting, I'm hoping it's like Mario Kart, I'm hoping it's still online so that I can download all of the tracks and play through it, because Little Big Planet is loads of fun and it's dead adorable and Sackboy is really, really cute. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, more racing game action goodness. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the second one. Army of 2, the second one. Devil's Cartel, Army of 2, 40th Day, the first one, 40th one. And Far Cry 2, the game that came out after the first Far Cry. Yeah, this is a shooty bang bang game that I have not played yet. I want to play through like all the Far Cries. I played the first one and really enjoyed it. I heard that the third one was really good. I haven't played any of them past the first one. So yeah, definitely this one I want to get on at some stage. But that's my PS3 list. Let's move on to PS2 because I'm dying to get to Xbox 360. Oh my goodness. That is a stack. You can see the top one already. PS2 games, right, let's do PS2 games. The first PS2 game that I have here is Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. This game was loads of fun. I played it years ago. It's like a stealthy type game. If you like Tom Clancy games, I don't know if you'll like it because there's like a million Tom Clancy games, but yeah, this one is good. Next one is Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. I had this game already, but this one came with the DVD and like the little postcard and stuff. I didn't have the one that came with all the extras. I only had like the disc, the game disc on its own, so this is an upgrade to the collection, but I like the game so much I included it in this list. James Bond 007 Nightfire. I love James Bond games. I love the whole idea of James Bond. I love the whole like super secret agent, like let's be all cool gadget type games. So yeah, this one I'm definitely gonna give this a go at some point. iToy Play, why is this on here? But yeah, I didn't have this one. I don't even know if the iToy games are any good. Hitman Blood Money. Everybody keeps telling me to play Hitman, but I haven't played it yet, but I think I have them all now, so I really, really should get on that. Gran Turismo 4 Prologue, because I don't understand how they name Gran Turismo games. There's like Gran Turismo 4 Prologue Hyper before like the new one half game edition. What? I just don't get it. So is this Gran Turismo 4? Is it a one before 4? Is it I don't know. The next one is God of War, the pivotal game for PlayStation, the one that like launched Kratos as being, well, that launched Kratos. I suppose it wasn't about before this game. But yeah, I haven't played this God of War. I think I played the PSP one and really enjoyed it. I have a friend who just absolutely loves God of War with like all of his heart. He loves it so much, and so I really need to play it so I understand about God of War more. But yeah, it's nice to have the first one, plus it's in like really nice, like smooth condition as well. That I cleaned it up all nice, and the case was nice. The disc is like perfect now. Oh, so good. James Bond 007 Agent Under Fire. More James Bond games. I have this game already, but the one I have is sealed, and I don't like breaking seals on games that are not the current generation, so I kept it and finally managed to get another version of the same game. Lord of Rings Return of the King, not the best Lord of the Rings game, but certainly still a good one. Need for Speed Most Wanted, driving around, try to get across the finish line before your friends do. Project Snowblind, a game about not being able to see in the snow. Need for Speed Carbon, a game about driving through carbon. Red Faction 2, the second one about a faction whose favourite colour is red. Red Faction, the first one, a story about why the faction liked colour red. Sniper Elite, a game about the best snipers. Soldier of Fortune, good addition, he's a soldier who has a lot of money. Spy Fiction, a game about a spy that's not real. The Thing, a game about something. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon, a game about ghosts who try to get back Tom Clancy. And a game called XG3, Extreme G Racing, a game about going fast and the letter G. So let's type, oh my goodness, this camera is like fixed in place. I wish I could move it because there's literally just like games. Too many to get through. So now we're going to move on to the Xbox list. If you probably haven't noticed by now, this is an Xbox channel. I chat about Xbox more than anything. I haven't chatted about it in this video so far, but we're just about to change that and get on to the Xbox section of the video. So Xbox things, games that I picked up in the last 3 months. I only have one Xbox One game that I picked up, which was Sonic Mania Plus. I already had this for the Switch, but I really wanted to get like some achievements on it, and like, I don't know, I just wanted to play it with an Xbox controller, plus I found it like really cheap. So yeah, this is the one that comes with the little like the book and all inside that has all the drawings on it. I don't think there's a version that doesn't come without the drawings and stuff on it, but yeah, I played it, I loved it. If you like Sonic games, especially if you like old Sonic games, oh my goodness, it's so difficult to put away. Yeah, this is definitely like the last good Sonic game that I've ever played. All the others I just really didn't like. I don't like all the 3D stuff that they try and do. This is pretty much just classic Sonic game with new levels. The music is perfect, the level design is perfect, the length of the game is perfect, the mini games are perfect, just everything about this game is just 10 out of 10 for me. Anyways, moving on to the Xbox 360 stuff, let's get into the nitty gritty, because as you know, Xbox 360 is it's my wheelhouse. So now I have over 700 Xbox 360 games. I'm nearing like the last chunk of the collection now to like round out the complete Xbox 360 set, so it's like what, 500 left or something. But there are some in here that I've been searching for a while. I'm really happy with this stack that I've got here, even though there is also some guff on there. But the first game is Angry Birds Star Wars. See it on the title with some guff on there. But yeah, Angry Birds, it says better with Kinect. I don't even know how this game would work without Kinect, because it was a mobile phone game. But yeah, I funnily enough will play this. I really liked the classic Angry Birds. Back whenever I used to work retail, like me and all my friends, whenever like we were on our breaks, we would all play Angry Birds and try and like get like 3 stars in all the levels. But yeah, this is like, I will definitely play this. I'm so happy that I finally have it, because I think there's only 2 Angry Birds games. I could be wrong, but either way, I know that I have all the Angry Birds games now for the 360. So the next game on the list is Adventure Time, the Secret of the Nameless Kingdom. Now, I've never played any of the Adventure Time games. Someone told me before that some of them are actually kind of good. I will play through them. I really like the Adventure Time style of humor. I haven't watched like the whole show. I've watched enough of it to kind of know what it's about and know who the characters are and have a good time probably playing the game. So yeah, I'll definitely play this at some point. Following on from what I said about liking James Bond games earlier, I also got 007 Legends. Now, as far as I know, this is like select missions from select James Bond movies, so I have no idea how this game is actually going to flow together and do like a full game. But yeah, I'll definitely play this at some point as well. They also got Tomb Raider Legend. There are so many Tomb Raider games now that I'm actually confused about what to play, what to do. But yeah, it says Lara Croft is back. Was never aware that she went anywhere, but yeah, Tomb Raider games are still a thing. Smurfs 2, because kids games for some reason have actually dropped in price lately. I would recommend, if you do find any kids games, definitely check the discs. If the discs are nice, pick them up. I know that some kids games at the minute are down in price, than they were like a few years ago, but also it's really hard to find older kids games that aren't scratchy within an inch of their lives, because kids really aren't too gentle with their stuff, and kids will like use these things as frisbees, they'll use them as skateboards, they'll try to eat them, they'll use them as spoons, they'll just throw them out the window. It's really difficult to find kids games whose discs aren't completely wrecked. So yeah, check your kids games discs. If they are in good nick and they're not expensive, buy them. Harry Potter Connect, apparently it's terrible, don't know if I'll ever play it, but it's here because it's on the Xbox 360. Golden Compass is here for the exact same reasons as Harry Potter is here. Farming Simulator. Why were simulator games a thing? Simulator games for some reason just seemed to be everywhere for a long time. There was like Goat Simulator, Farming Simulator. There was, if you search for a word and simulator after it, someone will have made at least some kind of game on it. But yeah, I'll probably play it for a laugh with a few friends maybe, but yeah. Apparently it's got brand new content, American environment, and new vehicles. Wow. Okay. That does nothing to sell me on it. Fable Anniversary. Now, I have played the second Fable. I played a small amount of this one on the original Xbox, so it's nice to have it now, like the remake on the Xbox 360, because now I have like them all on the one console. But yeah, I know Tash really liked Fable 2 as well, so it's nice that we have the first one now. I'll probably play this at some point because, again, I liked the second Fable and I liked what I played of this one. I heard 3 is kind of rubbish, and that Connect game people just don't talk about. But yeah, Fable, it's this was lower in price than I thought it was going to be. I know it was a bit expensive for a while because I think it was released like in the later, like, part of the 360's lifespan. But yeah, Lara Croft Tomb Raider Anniversary, because Lara Croft has been around so long, she has now had an anniversary. It includes a bonus disc. Wow, what's on the bonus disc? Extra content? Wow, no idea what that extra content is, but apparently it contains it. Bonus disc includes soundtrack for Tomb Raider Legend and Anniversary, and a collection of trailers and artwork from Tomb Raider Anniversary and previous Tomb Raiders, so things that I can just find on the internet. Okay, good thing I didn't pay any extra. Next game is Rogue Warrior, a warrior who has gone rogue. His name is Dick Marcinko. That is a really New York sounding name. I am the wrathful god of combat. Well, good thing you are, because I am not. Play as Dick Marcinko, real life founder of oh, he's real? Oh my goodness. Real life founder of SEAL Team 6 and the US Navy's most efficient killing machine. I have just realized that I made fun of Dick Marcinko twice in this video, and he is actually a human killing machine. Hopefully he doesn't watch YouTube Xbox 360 videos. Viva Pinata Trouble in Paradise is the next game. Comes with a 48-hour Xbox Live trial, does it? No, it doesn't, but I do have a message for parents, for all those children I don't have. So, as far as I know, this is the first sequel to Viva Pinata. I loved the first one. I put way too much time into it. It's one of those games you just get sucked into. Every garden has its weeds. Wow, that sounds very evil. Includes Pinata Vision for the Xbox Live Vision Cam. Now I need to get that cam and figure out exactly what that is. We should do a video on that camera at some point, see what games it works with. Anyways, I'm thinking out loud. Viva Pinata, this was the last one that I needed from the 3 that were on the Xbox 360. So yeah, it's nice to have the next one, I suppose. I'll give it a go and see if it's anything like the first one. Velvet Assassin, it's about an assassin who's very smooth, apparently. War is being won in the shadows. Is it being lost in the light? Stealth assassinations, unique perspective. Shift into morphine mode and slow time and gain the killing advantage. If I use it too much, do I get like addicted to morphine? Is that like a subplot or something? But anyways, yeah, it was dead cheap. I didn't have it, so of course I'm gonna pick it up. Then I also picked up the Ultimate Stealth Triple Pack. Now, this struck me as a bit odd. Usually I try to like not go too crazy whenever I'm buying like multi-packs of games, although I did say I was going to start collecting those. But this one struck me as different because this wasn't just like a re-release that was like the same discs in the box. It actually has like its own branded like Ultimate Stealth discs, which is a bit odd. But yeah, it's a multi-pack that has Thief, Hitman, and Deus Ex Human Revolution, so it's definitely worth its money. I think it was like £8 or something, £9 in CEX, so for 3 great games, which are probably cheaper on their own actually, I think I may have done myself out of money. But yeah, the Ultimate Stealth Triple Pack, yeah, stealth games. 3 of them. So the next game that I managed to pick up was Transformers Devastation. This is a more cartoony Transformers games. For a while they were getting very serious and very like dark and gritty and very movie-like, and I didn't really like that. So I will play this one. I probably won't play any of like the movie style ones, but I did like Transformers when I was younger. There was something about the transforming robots that just, I don't know, spoke to me as a person. But yeah, I'll give this a go. Don't know if it's any good. If anyone's played it, let me know. There are 5 playable Autobots. Wow, Switch on the fly. Well, there you go. Spiderwick Chronicles, it's a movie game. I didn't have it. I picked it up. Skate, this is a game that I really want to get good at. I played this a bit years ago. I had a good time playing it, but it was a bit strange because you don't do tricks like in Tony Hawk's where you just like combo the buttons like a Mortal Kombat move or something. Instead, what you do is you like use the right stick or something to like control what way you're going to move and land, and it's all way more kind of involved than previous skating games that I had played. So yeah, this is a game that I'm gonna play. I'm gonna give this a go and see if it's any good. I've only played like the opening like hour or 2 years ago. And I don't know why I sold it or got rid of it, or I don't know, someone borrowed it and never gave it back. But either way, I've got it again, and now I can like get my like weird mid-2000s skateboarding itch scratched. Spec Ops: The Line. I don't know why I didn't have this. This game was worth like nothing, but I just didn't have it, so I picked it up. It includes the Fubar pack, which means absolutely nothing to me. Actually, hold on. The Fubar pack includes double XP for 1 week. AK-47 unlocks at rank 1. Officer class bonuses, clan accessory. These words mean nothing to me. Yeah, and on to the next game. Shift 2 Unleashed, Need for Speed. Now, I have a gripe with games like this, alright? And it's not anything to do with racing games, it's not anything to do with Need for Speed, it's not anything to do with sequels that have sequels. This game really bugs me because the spine says, see if I can get at the thing, the spine says Shift 2 Unleashed, but it's actually a Need for Speed game, so I can't place it with all my other Need for Speed games because then it won't look like it's not in alphabetical order, so instead I have to put it with the S's. There's another game that's here that does the exact same thing, which is Tomb Raider Anniversary that I showed earlier on. The name of this is actually Lara Croft Tomb Raider Anniversary, so it starts with an L. Autofocus. So I have to put this with the L's, not the T's for Tomb Raider. It has to go with the L's for Lara Croft. Anyway, it's a small gripe. Let's move on. PopCap Hits. Managed to get this. This is one of these like games that has 4 like Xbox Live Arcade titles on the disc. There's Bejeweled 2, Peggle, Astropop, and Feeding Frenzy. There was another version as well that came with like Plants vs Zombies and whatever, but I always see the second one, which is like an orange cover. I never ever see the first one, which is this blue cover. So I'm happy to have both PopCap Hits games now. I also finally picked up Nier. This was a game that I was recommended 6 months ago. I said I would pick it up, but I never quite got around it because I just couldn't find a shop near me that had it. But finally I wandered into my local CEX just off the streets, a guy with some cash in his pocket and some dreams of owning a 360 collection, and Nier was just sitting there looking at me, and I thought, yep, you're coming home with me, and it did, and here it is, and I'm talking about it on video for the internet to see. MotoGP 10, 11, because I'm assuming they stopped doing yearly games because that's dumb. Flat Out Ultimate Carnage. This is a game that is flat out about its Ultimate Carnage, apparently. Racing game. I'm assuming it's trying to capitalize on the fun that Carmageddon had years ago. I know a lot of people are kind of torn for some reason on Carmageddon. Some people don't like it, but I do, and so I'd probably give this a go to see if it scratches that Carmageddon itch. Fairy Tail Fights. I know absolutely nothing about this. I have an idea in my head about what this game should be. It's a 16 game, so I'm hoping I'm right, but yeah, it looks like a cartoony style let's kill other people in this game type game, I don't know, but yeah, this looks like loads of fun. I'll definitely be playing this. Oh, nearly there. Next game is Divinity 2, The Dragon Knight Saga. This is right up my street. Do you see anything to do with like medieval and swords and shields and dragons and knights and magic and fighting and it's so much fun. I will definitely play this. There's a game, I think Kingdom of Amalur, I said I was going to play. The fact that it says in the back of the box 2 complete adventures over 100 hours of gameplay, that's intimidating. It'll probably be like a year or so before I actually sit down at this. The only time whenever I actually have like a sizable amount of free time is usually around the holidays, so this will probably be next year's holiday game maybe, but yeah, Divinity 2, I'm hoping it's good. Actually I have to play Kingdom of Amalur first. There's so many games, and I'm so happy that we need to make more games like this. Champion Jockey, better with Kinect sensor? I highly doubt that. Cars 2, again, kids games, you should pick them up if the discs are clean and whatever. And this one, actually, the box itself was clean. Everything about this was just, I don't know, someone must have bought it and gave it to their kid, and their kid just didn't like cars or something. But yeah, Cars 2. Ben 10 Galactic Racing, it's a kart racing game. Again, I'm assuming that this came from the same person that had Cars, because again, it's pristine. The plastic still feels brand new. It's not scuffed at all. The disc is in pristine condition. So yeah, I really lucked out with the kids games this time around. Batman, the Telltale series, I actually don't know if this is the full Telltale series of Batman. I think it's only the first episode, because there's like 5 episodes in Telltale games. But it said on the sticker on the front whenever I bought it, Batman episode 1 only. I don't know if it's the full thing or whether only the first one is on the disc and you download the other 4, but either way, it's an entry. It's a disc-based game in the 360 library, so I have to pick it up. And last but not least, Assassin's Creed Rogue. This completely flew under my radar because I don't know, I find it really hard to care about Assassin's Creed games because they have just been totally torn away from what the original series was. I loved Assassin's Creed 1, I loved Assassin's Creed 2, I tried a few of the others. They just, whenever they became a yearly game, they just lost whatever charm that they had. And Assassin's Creed Rogue was released at the time whenever I felt like these games were just being designed to kind of appeal to the mass market. Like, it's got ship battles because people love ship battles. It's got online because online people just have to have online in the game. It's got an open world because apparently Ubisoft just cannot get enough of making open world games. So yeah, I probably will never play it. I just want there to be a satisfying, good Assassin's Creed game that's not Assassin's Creed 1 and 2. If I am being ignorant and there is one, let me know and I will definitely play it because I really love this series. But unfortunately, I just don't like where the series is now. That is it. My goodness, this video is probably huge. I'm aiming to get this done by tomorrow, which would be Sunday, which means there's a live stream tonight. So if live streaming is the type of thing that you enjoy, then you should follow me using the live stream link down in the description. It should be up on screen now. As well as that, I'm very active on social media. I chat on social media as much as I can, so you can follow me using any of the links that are on screen now. We also have a Discord, as I mentioned earlier. Now on our Discord, what we do is we chat about Xbox stuff, we chat about gaming stuff, we organize live streams, we have a Minecraft realm that we hang out and do Minecraft builds, and then we do live streams on the Minecraft realm. It's loads of fun, so you should jump on the Discord, chat to everybody in there. It's absolutely lovely bunch of people. You could not ask for a nicer bunch of people who just love Xbox. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do like videos like this, then please consider getting subscribed to the channel. I am gonna make a resolution now to really focus even harder on this channel. Last year in 2019, we managed to hit 1,000 subscribers. I gained over, I think, 1,200 subscribers in 1 year, and I'm hoping to absolutely smash that this year. So if you haven't subscribed, if you just watch this channel incidentally, then make sure to get subscribed. Make sure to like the video and let me know down below what you liked, what you didn't like, and let's just really try and smash some goals this year. My goal for this year, and I'm going to say it out loud, that means I'm going to have to stick to it, but my goal this year is to hit 10,000 subscribers. So again, please, if you like these videos and you're not subscribed, consider getting subscribed to the channel. Let's smash that 10k by the end of 2020. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.